up this market, started right, and making sure that the kids and the basketball player who are really interested in the sport here really get a pathway towards the professional level, and refuse that because you have so much potential with the sports. I think we talked recently about the sport. We all grew up playing half-court basketball, so it's very common for the people here, or people around the world who really get to experience a great street. But FIBA has put it in the proper format, proper scales that kids can grow, can enjoy the game, and I think this is the way forward. It's very easy accessible, especially with schools. Very accessible with also professional players who want to enjoy it on the weekend, and it's very good for the organizer to also organize it to have an entertainment around this beautiful piece of sports.
Thanks, Tom. A follow-up of what you just said, and I just want to resonate with it. You said we grew up playing this sport. So it's like this, for this sports to get into entry. You know how difficult it is to introduce a sport into the Olympics. A format already existed. And so, what was the journey like?
First of all, I think we have to go back 11 years ago. We started off our journey of 3x3 becoming a new discipline to FIBA. So you always know that in football, in other sports, we try to create a discipline so that we can be included in IOC programs. 3x3 succeeds that from the first Youth Olympic Games in Singapore. Our first Olympic game was in Tokyo. Unfortunately, there was no people. So the sport did not kick off very, very well. But you probably have seen in Paris 2024, there was a massive achievement for us because people get to really enjoy the game. And for us, seeing the sport growing and seeing how the games are being played, the real benefits of 3x3 is that you will always have the players on 5-on-5. The players are there. You have professional players, you have the market for it. If they know how to play the game, they will be able to succeed this very, very, very quickly. And I think I'm going to repeat myself again from probably you would be good at this for me. You see Mongolia, then we look at the scale of India. I think to enter is very good, but if you guys know how to play the game, if you guys know how to set up the proper competition network, coaching, and teaching the kids how to play the game, I think you will be very, very semi-final or the quarterfinal. So I think the potential is there, and you will be able to do well.
I think there's no doubt India is a sporting country. There's no doubt all of us play any and every amount of sports. I feel of myself as a champion of every sport that I've played in my backyard. So I think that Tom said, right? This is the sports which is globally driving every country, and it's fastest growing urban team sport. On your side, Brian. But I'm just trying to rethink that day when you spoke to me. Why do you think India is the place where would you start a business again?
Thank you. Today, I have achieved my dream. It has always been my dream to one day come back to India.
Yes.
As a little boy, I went to school in India. During the Second World War, you'll know how old I am now.
Very young,
My family came to India, and one of my brothers was born in India. And I said, one day I must go back to India. So what can I give India? I've come to give you the experience I've done, the experience I've had, the problems I faced in life. And together, I think this sport can help not only for us to go to the Olympics, go somewhere else, to have every child, every school to play a sport without costing too much money. You don't have to spend on a big football field. You don't have to spend money having proper uniforms. You can play this sport anywhere. That's why I've come to India, to give back.
The economics to what we need demand and supply. We've already talked about supply. There's $1.5 billion of Indians who are at courtyard in the street where that's what now Instagram and real world is the most important piece, right? And that's what the sport delivers. So that's great. So now you're the engagement of people. Very important, the second leg is what Brian was talking about, that pathway, that teaching, bringing the best best, which is where Tom comes in and our partners at the schools that we're working with come in to say we're going to invest in that grassroots campaign, help build the capabilities.
And there's a basketball player walks in, national player, not talking international. I'm sure 100% will move towards that, and we will be, like a pride, we'll be looking for our attention. And so the landscape is very definite. We've been one child favorite child. You know, there's other kids getting ignored. How, as a company, you've run NBAs and 3x, even 3xCN as well as the Red Bull, and I believe those teams you've seen it.
First of all, yes, cricket has been dominating, but that's everyone knows. Now and India is looking at other sports as well. The consumers and Indian population is looking for other sports as well. Now, coming to the way Tero has conceptualized this entire program, the entire event, which is combining sport with entertainment. I think that's one big point. Because of the entertainment factor, we will get existing basketball fans will definitely come, but there are non-basketball fans also getting added because of the entertainment factor that we are bringing to the table, and that's what definitely is going to keep the non-basketball fan to think, what's happening? Let me go. So that's the first point. Second point is we are taking the sport to where the public is, which means we are taking the sport to fan, and we are not expecting the fans to come to the court. I think that's a brilliant move. Because that helps the existing person who is anyway going to be there in the mall to figure out, what's happening? Let me go and find out. There's music, there is DJ, there is food. That brings the person to the court. And that's the second point why I think the way this is going to work out. Right? And then obviously the sport 3-on-3 is a sport which covers the essence of the sport. What I mean by that is, a lot of people might not understand the game's rules for a fan to get interested in the sport. 3-on-3 gives that wonderful opportunity to understand the sport's essence. What is two-pointer? What is the pressure of a shot clock? Right? Once you get that, I think that hooks the people or a potential fan into the sport. And if we are able to do these three things, I think that's the magic that will take, and I'm very confident and extremely positive about this sport growing in India dramatically. And thanks, Tero, for taking the first step. And I was super excited when I first heard we are going to get entertainment and sport together